Andrew Oberholzer, CEO of the Prostate Cancer Foundation, and I'm very privileged today to be able to talk to one of South Africa's most famous road runners, Thulani Sibisi. Hi Thulani, good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Thulani won the Two Oceans Marathon back in 1986, is that right?
True, Andrew, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Thulani. Thulani is not just famous for being one of South Africa's great marathon runners. Thulani is also a prostate cancer survivor, and he does a lot of work to help increase awareness about prostate cancer in South Africa. Thulani, how did you find out that you had prostate cancer?
I collapsed going to my work. Then I went back home. From home, I decided to go to the doctor. And then at the doctor realized that after putting the finger on my, at my back, you know that finger test. And then he realized there was a problem. He took the blood test. The blood test was sent to the hospital. And that's when they realized that I had prostate cancer.
Thulani, that must have been a bit of a shock when they told you that you had prostate cancer. Did you know anything about prostate cancer at that point?
I was kind of aware, but you never think you will be one of the victims. And it was devastating. And I must tell you, I've never experienced what I've experienced on that day. It was like, my mind was shut down completely.
And what did the doctors decide on in terms of treatments once they had made the diagnosis?
I had to go through the whole process because although it was diagnosed, I had to be sent to go for the biopsy, and then the biopsy will determine what kind of treatment I've got to go through. And after that process of biopsy, I was told that there are two options that I can go for, and one of them was the surgery. Surgery meaning they had to remove both of my balls because they were storing most of the cancer and spreading into my body.
So what Thulani is referring to is one of the important things to do if prostate cancer has spread outside of the prostate, and that involves removing testosterone from a man's body. And the two ways of doing that are either surgical castration, where the testicles or the testes are cut out, or that can be treated using medications or anti-androgen hormone treatments. So Thulani, what was the recovery period like? Because I know the side effects of not having testosterone, did you feel quite different from the way before? Did you feel more tired? Did you put on weight? How did the treatment, what were the side effects of the treatment?
I was using the catheter, so it means I couldn't urine on my own. But after that surgery, after a week doing the surgery, I was able to urine on my own without that catheter after doing the check. So after 2 months also, they checked if if the cancer was the same sort of percentage as it was when I was diagnosed, or it has dropped. And fortunately, it was dropped almost 60%. And to me, it was kind of a dream come true because I was frustrated at that, but at the same time, now I can urine on my own. I can't be going wherever I'm going, having that catheter. And one thing that affected me, I carried a lot of weight. You can imagine coming from 50 and carry 66. I couldn't wear all of my clothes.
So not only did you have to change your clothes, but I'm sure it must have affected your running a bit as well.
Oh, big time. And my time that I'm running now, they're about 80% slower than the times that I used to do. And considering also that I'm getting old, and that also add up. Winning 2 Ocean at 309 and finishing 2 Ocean this year at 604, that can tell you exactly how slow I am.
But I think, Thulani, the fantastic thing is that you've kept going and you're still running.
And the people don't realize how much impact or how much contribution training and lifestyle is important. When you are suffering diseases or cancers like I've been, if I must tell you, if I wasn't training and I was smoking, drinking, not exercising, I think I would have been dead. But because of the lifestyle that I'm living, it has kept me going. And that's the reason why I'm involved in this campaign with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to teach the people out there, especially in our black community, because they don't take prostate cancer as something serious. You have to go to the urology department to realize how serious this thing is.
And Tulani, just tell us a little bit about your involvement with Soweto Marathon, because I know you still participate in that and you were one of the founding members of the Soweto Marathon Committee.
I would start by with Two Ocean. Two Ocean gave me first platform. To speak about the prostate cancer as being their ambassador when I was diagnosed a year, later, and that helped me to also engage Soweto Marathon because I am a co-founder of the race and at the same time a deputy chairperson at the trustees of Soweto Marathon. It gave me an opportunity to use Prostate Cancer Foundation always in each and every year, 3 days before Soweto Marathon and on the day of Soweto Marathon, to promote the prostate cancer through Prostate Cancer Foundation, because that message that we are getting there, we are educating people about the danger of the prostate cancer, such that they will be going out and test, especially when you are 40 and above. Go out there and do the test because it can be early detected, and straight after it's detected, and let me tell you, if it's early detected, it's treatable. And I wouldn't advise people to wait until they realize like me, because mine was at the third stage, and it's very difficult because it has changed my lifestyle. It's there all the time, but if it's on first stage or second stage, it's treatable, and if you go to the urologist, they will help you greatly.
Tulani, what's your message to men out there? Because I know us men, we tend to not go for our annual checkups. We tend to ignore early warning signs of different diseases. What's your message for men out there to make sure that they catch prostate cancer early?
Swallow the pride of not talking about it because we're very secretive. We don't want to speak about it. Let me tell you, it doesn't help you a lot. The only way that you will get help is by to be outspoken, go out there and confess and educate people about it. And you will only be supported when you are outspoken and you reveal your status. But if you are quiet, you'll die silently, and by the time people speak about it, it will be too late.